All right, welcome everyone to Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Frieren,
Season 2, Episode 1.
We're back.
We are.
We're back on an adventure.
Yes, because Fern passed the exam. Frieren,
Yes.
sorry, maybe try again in 100 years. But, you know, when the whole society will be different and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But Fern passed, so yes, we can continue our adventure, go north, and probably fight a ton of demons because it'd be dangerous up there.
Yeah. And since everybody who passed had some reason for passing, we might bump into them.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm particularly excited about because while we're on our journey, to Ariel, and we're going to, have our reimagining, if you will, our repetition of the adventure with Himmel and Heiter and Eisen and Frieren and all that, having them with our new, current trio and maybe some others.
Yeah, maybe
they kind of bounce in for a little bit and bounce out, kind of having a flex slot open.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, given that we had that nice long arc there, now we'll probably go back and do the repetition of what we had in the first half of season 1 of like, okay, now we'll do, adventure, sort of like, meandering about, moseying through, and then another long arc. But this season apparently is not going to be that long.
No, it's only going to be, I think, 10 episodes is what we've got for our season 2 episode count. I'm really curious what's going on adaptation-wise. I hope everything's going well in production in that regard. But yeah, season 1 was one where I think I specifically didn't really grok as well with the tournament battle exam arc for the first class mages and all that.
There definitely was a point where we weren't really accepting the show with an open hand.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of excited to have a redemption arc and kind of go at this a second time and be like, let's see what the show is willing to give us.
Yep.
I am very curious specifically what we can get out of those people that passed the first class mage exam, because they're going to be coming up here to the Northern Lands. They have reasons for coming up here. I'm particularly excited for Denkin. And if we're going to have like a shorter season here, having it be one where Frieren is kind of learning about what humans experience as they go through their mortal lives and what kind of things that those characters, especially someone who's on the older side like Denkin, values and goes through.
And if the land is so dangerous up here, I imagine it won't be quite as much like, oh, hey, let's clean up some trash and go to festivals and things like that. So what does the, relaxing journey look like when you're in a place where you have to be a first-class mage to go there?
Yeah, I think it's still going to be pretty relaxing because it's Frieren.
Yeah.
The Slayer,
Yeah.
But I think it will be something where having Stark back will be nice.
Yes, I will appreciate that.
Because, he was also part of the other reason why I was a little bit bummed is that we just had to say goodbye to him for a good chunk of time.
And then also we weren't able to have Frieren and Fern together for a lot of the arc, and so then it's
That's
like, okay.
also true, too.
Okay.
But, all right. But yeah, having our little group together is going to be wonderful. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. And off we go.
Back to chill vibes.
Hey.
Hey, Grandma.
Yeah.
それじゃ行こうか。
We shall. We're gonna get a new OP.
That's true.
We're gonna get a new ED. Oh.
The atmosphere for this show really is something else.
の町に着いたら仕事を探さないといけませんね。
Yeah, almost broke.
もうそんなことを考えているのか、フェルン。
Yes, because someone has to be responsible.
旅は続けられません。それもそうか。
仕事か。
That's nice. Yeah, it goes back to reading.
あれ。なんか。
Oh.
You ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Yeah.
長い旅路になるのでしょうな。
そうかもね。
Yeah. Her perspective's changed a little bit. All right. OP time. That is a wild instrument in the background there. Is that just strings, but just being, wind a specific way? Yeah. That was 10 years. Oh. And in the blink of an eye. Oh, the crew with flower crowns are so cute. All right.
29
The
years.
Somme Marshes. The Somme Marshes. Sour juice is sweet. Only rush to catch a fish.
Damn, I'm sorry, bud.
You had a better string, bro. Frieren, is there a spell for a strong string?
Yeah.
釣ってきたぜ。
A singular fish.
朝ごはんの足しにしますね。
You know what? It's protein.
Yeah.
多分ここら辺のはずなんだけど。
What you looking for now, Frieren?
早起きだな。
何か気になることがあって目が覚めてしまったみたいです。
ちゃんと褒めた？
当然です。
Yes, good, good.
Right, gotta reinforce that behavior.
Right.
綺麗な石だな。
はい。
That's not just a pretty stone, that's a
Yeah.
crystal. Like,
And that was just lying there.
火の魔法が出ませんね。これは風魔鋼って言って、
oh!
Oh, shit!
浄化する力を持った鉱石だよ。
Oh, that's wild.
この純度なら半径3メートルを。
Can you go elsewhere? I need to start a fire.
あ、ついた。
Huh.
とても希少なものでね。
Is that
Then
how she
why
knew
was
it
it just-
nearby?
Did she bury it here?
大きさなら豪邸が買えるね。
Yeah, but...
So, yeah, she must have made a stash at some point.
Right.
道中が危険すぎます。それなんだよね。そんな石、
I don't like it.
今魔物に襲われたら全滅しますよ。
We could just yeet this crystal.
変わった特性も見てってよ。
Okay.
すごく面白いから。
Frieren, the scientist here.
込めるとね、
They break.
めっちゃ光るんだよ。
Nice.
眩しい。
早く捨ててきてください。
It's
Oh my
still
God.
going over there.
That is going to be
今日中
such
に
an
は次の村に着きそうだ
inconvenience
な。
for people just walking by.
とこ
No, it's the, hey, you want a mansion? Like, come
Sure.
over.
数百年は噴火もないし、今は比較的安全な温泉地帯だよ。
Okay.
温泉です。
Hey, nice.
ちょっと魅力的ですね。
もう随分とご無沙汰だもんな。
Also, volcanic area plus time, if it changes, could just mean mineral-rich ground, you know?
Sure.
ちょっと待って。
Oh,
もしかしてこの地面。
loose. Loose.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Well, good thing they don't have the crystal. Oh my god.
や
Yeah.
っぱり地面の下が空洞になっていたか。
Thank you, Fern.
地は地盤が悪くて嫌だね。あれ、フリーレン様、
Oh my god.
やっちゃったかも。
Oh, no! Oh, no! What? No way! No
This is
way!
where the crystals came from. Holy shit.
というわけだ。
That is a
これ
lot.
だけの公式。
The mother lode!
By a kingdom.
By the
どんな洞
world.
窟全体が風魔鋼なんですね。
これを持って帰ったらお
No, no, Stark. No greed.
風魔鋼は物質の中でも最大級の
You
高
just
度を持つ。
wouldn't break it. It's like diamonds.
Okay.
他の物質とは違って、
Right,
魔法で
right.
切断した
So
り、
how
ー
加工したりもできないからね。
But counterpoint, Stark is really heckin'
Stark
strong.
Stark is very strong.
Just-
That's true.
Grab chunks and yeet it back up through the hole. Yep.
You could have asked them to move.
Oh.
Well, it cleared the
So much for that
ground
idea.
to the crystal.
とにかくここを登るのは無理だから、
Well,
他の出口を探そう。
All right, double piggyback. Let's go.
I love the idea that there's like a treasure this insane, but it's just like, it's so inconvenient.
頼りにしているからね、
Uh-huh.
シュタルク。魔法の使えない私たちはここでは
Yup.
女の子
What do you-
私、シュタルクが
Oh,
ないから。
すいませんでした。
Frieren's like, that was yesterday, basically. Like,
Wait, Dark Souls? Somewhere in here is Seath the Scales.
oh, magic nullifying mushrooms? What is this, Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
That's when you stick it in your buddy's pack and then you just laugh and walk away. They're like, hey, what?
Listen, Stark, you can travel with us. We just need you to stay like 20 feet away at all times.
広いですね。ここ。それに、
動物の骨も大量にあります。
Yeah, not exactly encouraging.
That is
フリーレン様は大型の魔物の巣かもしれないと言っ
that's
てい
no
ました。
good.
Oh, well, that at least would be better than they starved down here.
Right. True.
魔力探知すら使えないんです。
Yeah. And that's been such a fundamental part of your life.
こんなことは生まれて初めてです。まるで
Yeah.
暗闇に放り込まれたみたい。
フェルン
Well,
We spoke of a large monster.
魔物。
all right, you're up, Stark.
逃げ
She's still asleep.
毒極竜だね。
Wow.
シュ
Oh,
タルクとは相性が悪い。また毒で死ぬよ。
well,
Again.
じゃあどうしろって言うんだ
We have to make it
気持ち
blind
よさそうに寝やがって
somehow.
どうしてそんなに
私はシュタルクに命を預けているからね。
okay, that's great, but
It's got too many eyes. That's the only thing.
仲間にした時からそのつもりだったよ。
Yeah,
パーティーっていうのはそうじゃないと機能しないんだ。
but I usually get support from my
Yeah.
backline.
俺はいざっていう時に逃げ出す男だぞ
you were.
今だって逃げたくてたまらん
Well, yeah. How does the poison work? Because we might have to.
じゃあ一緒に逃
Yeah,
げ
yeah,
よ
yeah,
う
yeah.
か。シュタルク、ヘラン、目をつぶって。
Oh,
Nice.
Perfect.
Flashbang.
yep. Run.
That's
Yeah.
great.
If we don't have to deal with something that can poison.
俺に命を預
Then
ける
we
って言え
no, thank you.
そんなことは軽々しく口にするもんじゃない
Oh.
俺は村を捨てて逃げた男だ
そうか。じゃあ逃げたくなったらみんなで逃げよう。
Nice.
パーティーなんだから。
Oh, whoa!
That fire looks good.
Whoa, that looks so good. Jeez.
Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh shit. Ow.
それじゃあ逃げようか。
Even when talking about running for their lives, he's calm.
ハイターは酒臭いってさ。
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, so nostalgic.
Oh, deja vu. Yeah, this is nice, isn't it? Oh.
怖かったね。
She smiles. That was
みんなで逃げるのは悪くな
scary.
いでしょ。
Better than the alternative, but still.
Oh, smiling Frieren is the best. Just like,
フリーレン
can I get a thank you? No, I'm just kidding.
腰が抜けて歩けない
No, nobody's carrying you.
I don't know. Fern might. Maybe.
Levitates him.
Yeah.
綺麗になった。
鏡レンゲのブレスレット、
Oh.
シュタルクからもらった。
Yeah.
フリーレン様からもらった髪飾
Ignored.
Yeah. Deflection.
フェルンって楽しそうに道具の手入れをするよね。
そうですか。
今も笑ってる。
I mean, yeah, this is really nice.
こうして大事なものが増えていくのが嬉しいのかもしれません。
頑張って選んだ甲斐が。
Like friends and found family. Yeah.
Yeah.
なんで知っているの？
Well, you're not very subtle, Frieren.
エッチ。
I had the fishing pole, though.
別に怒っていませんよ。よし、できた。
Perfection.
Okay.
That is meager.
ねえシュタルク、思ったんだけどさ、
yes, yes.
もしかして今ちょっと空気悪い？
そうかも
Just
フリーレンも
No,
そうい
you
う
tell
の分かる
me.
ようになってき
yeah, this is incredible development here. Yeah, yeah.
たまにこういうことあるよね。二人って相性悪いのか。
Damn. That makes Fern turn.
もし居心地が悪いならちゃんと言ってね。シュタルクを無理やりパーティーに誘ったのは私。
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
あのなフリーレン俺はあ
分かれ道ですね。
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
もしかして宿屋か
主要な街道沿いだからね。
Yeah, let's sleep in actual beds for a bit.
Oh, maybe she maybe this is new. Like she hasn't seen it
フリーレン
before.
じゃねえか。
Well,
Oh, hey.
I see. Okay.
意外と早い再会だったな。
I agree.
Yeah.
助かったぜ。
ビアベル元気そうだな。
All right. Beer and travel stories.
Yep.
北の果てでまた魔族が暴れ始めてましたな。
Okay.
As opposed to what they're always doing. What do you mean acting up?
テートの港町まで一緒だ。
船酔いが嫌だってだだこねてるのよ。
いい年したおっさんだろ。
Yeah.
つい最近まで20代だったんだ。
それ別のおっさんもよく言っていたな。
Damn. I miss him.
あの話は考えてくれたか。
Ooh, a crossroads.
Okay. No, Stark stays in the party.
2、3年だけでも支えてほしいんだ。
前にも言っただろビアベル。俺はこのパーティーの。
I have a job.
そうか。俺は往生際が悪くてな。北の果てを守るためなら何だってやる。
Well, we're headed that way. We'll do what we can.
Yeah.
レン、こいつ口説いてもいいか。
勝手にすればいい。
He's his own person. Like,
Yeah.
もしかしたらシュタルクにとって私たちのパーティーは窮屈だったのかもしれない。
And if you really want him to stay, maybe
you could tell him
could
how
tell
much you
him.
appreciate him, you know? Like, yeah. Oh.
フェルン、俺がなんでこのパーティーにいると思う？
I genuinely don't know.
たちと初めて出会った時さ、本当はもう
sure.
全てを放り投げて村を見捨てて逃げ出そうとしていた。
Right.
Overcome with his own cowardice, yeah.
逃げないと思います。
I was inspired. Yeah.
フェルンは気がついていないだろうけどさ、臆病な俺をここまで引っ張ってきてくれたのは
Yeah.
俺はどこにも行かないよ。
Oh.
だからもっと優しく。
So be nicer to me. Yes! Nicer to Stark!
Yeah, you can manage that, right, Fern?
いっぱい撫でます。
What? I'm not a dog.
企んでるの？怖い！
You've been smacking your dog around too much. You gotta be nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't trust you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, she's got some confusing feelings in her
Right.
in her heart and head too. Yeah. Okay.
結局口説き落とす。
Crossroads, yeah.
ちなみに3人は船で向かう気はないのか。
カイロは莫大な路銀がかかりますし。それに
Also, this one loves
武高原は師匠たちも通った。
yeah. Yeah.
厄介ごとに巻き込まれたり寄り道ばかりですけれどね。
By the way, in case it helps with the demons, we stumbled upon this crazy nullifying magic crystal cave.
まあいい。どうせ北の果てにもいつか来るんだろ
I think the issue is that magic is probably their best weapon against the demons.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
So it's the like, well, we win the magic fight already. Like
To say nothing of actually managing to harvest it.
all right. And we go.
Cool.
Oh,
Man, I'm loving the art styles they're doing for the OP and ED.
yeah. Oh, this is
This is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah. Whoa.
Incredible.
All right, we're back, and
We're back.
Frieren, Fern, and Stark are just on a little adventure, and we had little hiccups along the way.
Yep.
And a fun crossroads potential decision that could have been made. I really like the idea that we brought up that Stark is not really that respected in the party, and it's not that he's not seen as useful in the party, but it's more that he doesn't need to be here necessarily. In
Yeah.
a lot of ways, he's here because of Eisen and because of Frieren's connection to him. But also, when he was at a low place, Fern really encouraged him, and in a lot of ways, I feel like that's kind of the point that Frieren gets that by just their presence in this party.
Right.
Her whole journey is about having come from the low place of like, oh shit, I didn't understand Himmel's feelings. I didn't understand what I had all that time, and they all are gone.
Right.
I want to do over.
Appreciate
I
what
want
you
to try
have
this.
now.
I want to try this again.
Yep.
And so it's pure and precious what they have. But yeah, you could have a situation like with Sign, where like that he was brought up. You could just
My
dip
motivations
out
take
too.
me in a different direction.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's life. That's normal.
Yep.
People come and go.
And the thing is, they probably would be able to find another frontliner. But it wouldn't be Stark.
Yeah, and it would be a while probably before that. They
Sure.
made a really cool little mention there with Verbel that there's not many good frontliners to recruit here. They're actually dwindling a little bit in numbers.
And he's nabbing up as many as he can for the war effort, which makes sense.
Totally makes sense, yeah.
Oh, hey, you never know when you're going to randomly fall into a cave with a bunch of anti-magic crystals, and that if they didn't have Stark there, they'd just be dead.
They'd be dead.
And I
Yep.
love the idea that Frieren is like, oh, this makes me think
This
back.
is so nostalgic.
This is so nostalgic.
That time when we faced the black dragon that
Right.
like absolutely was murking our party, and our frontliner took a hit so bad, and they're like, "Yep, we're dipping. We're out."
I love the idea that in that flashback, there's the, if we're going to run away, we're going to run together. Oh, yeah, awesome. And then Himmel being like, you know what, guys? I think we should run. And in classic Himmel fashion, he never drops, like, the, like, composed,
Nothing at all.
Like, all that. When it's literally like I think we're fucked and we need to run for our lives, Right? Like, that was fantastic. And
That
so
was
then
wonderful.
to just have Frieren smiling like that while, Stark and Fern are freaking out, rightly so. And I like that it was something that Fern specifically called back to later because, yeah, that would be terrifying. Not just the I'm worried, about dying, but the I can't do anything right now. Like, I just have to hope that this strong person carrying me can run fast enough.
Right. There's something about the way in which, because Frieren's journey has been one about self-discovery in a lot of ways, she's both paradoxically extremely old and extremely immature in the way of human relationships.
Right.
So a lot of this journey has been about her understanding what love is, what relationship is, what friendship is, how humans behave in general, how mortals behave in general.
Oh, yeah.
So the idea that she noticed the awkwardness of Stark and stuff is showcasing, yes, she's been on a journey already.
Right.
But for her, relying on these other people, that was kind of the thing that she did understand, if you will, about that party. That was something that she didn't need to...
Right.
That wasn't something that was hard for her to understand over the course of that.
She's had plenty of practice every time she sees a chest that definitely isn't a mimic, you
Yes,
know? Because there could be good shit in there.
You never know. You
Yeah.
never know. I love that little callback of Frieren sticking her upper torso into insert thing because there's goodies in there.
Yep.
How she knew the magic nullifying crystal was there. Maybe she has her passive, observations of her mana, what have you, and she just walked over and went, boom, it disappeared. She's like, hold up.
Yeah.
There's somewhere around here.
Right. And that sounds really valuable, and they're talking about, needing money and all that stuff. This will be great. Yep. Yeah.
And then she's like, we could buy a mansion with this. Fern's like, toss it away right now.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. They didn't even entertain the discussion of, Stark, we have put upon you a lot this whole time. Can you walk about 20 feet,
I was
us?
kind of surprised that Fern didn't bring that up because I thought it was going to be the thing of like, Stark, you can't be in the, that way, please, and just follow us from there, But no, I guess she's grown a little bit. you know?
She has. Yeah. That's also just really precious too, because while they brought up the money issues as being something of why they're doing this, in a lot of ways they've grown so connected to Frieren that we're not just doing this for the overall adventure and stuff, but because we love and care for her as well, and so we want to bless her basically by going on this journey. And it's like, this is found family at its finest. And then yes, there will be convenient coincidental issues along the way of magic nullifying crystals and toxic venomous dragons or what have you, or someone coming up with a really compelling argument of like, hey, we are going to treat you right. You are going to be like one of our best assets. If you come here and help us, like, you'll be set. Like, obviously, yes, you could die, but you know, like, you'll be a part of my party.
I'm
like,
still here.
Yeah,
these people
I'm still standing
here.
as an old man, 30 years old. You know, I'm just saying that's pretty impressive. Like, I also loved that just as being a context thing, so that if the story does go for decades or a decade.
Oh yeah,
again,
having the touchstones of how old people are could
how
be
old
very
people
relevant.
are, so that we bounce back into them at some point.
Yep.
Because this could be an epic as far as like stories go, depending on how long they actually have things.
I kind of feel like
it
it would make sense for the end of the series to be Fern dying of old age, in a way, where it's like.
But they would have long finished their journey.
Oh
to
yeah,
end
absolutely long finished their journey. Even if it was something where that's just sort of like the epilogue, right? Of like Frieren spending time with Fern, and her and Stark have gotten married, had kids, whatever, grandkids, all sorts of things like that.
Sure.
And then it's the, okay, like coming full circle to where things were with Himmel, but
that would be sad. I mean, yes, I think as far as storytelling, narrative, beauty, yes, absolutely.
But yeah, that would also be very sad.
That would also be very sad. I feel like they could also just end the story after 10 years or what have you too, and be like, you know what?
Yeah,
Frieren's gonna actually just stick around. She's not gonna go on a side quest.
We won't. We won't do a
decades.
time skip to the epilogue because she's gonna stick around. Yeah.
But yeah, this was a really fun episode to also just remind us in which areas Frieren has learned quite a few lessons and has understands her friends now a lot more. But I really liked the idea of, hey, there's sometimes where there's a conflict that you can't win against. You can't overcome it by the power of friendship. If anything, take the power of friendship and run the fuck away.
Yep.
And understanding your limits. Right. And I feel like the idea of Stark leaving was an example of a limit that Fern was also not wanting to basically have to deal with.
Yeah.
And that was a fun kind of thing of where she came to the little outdoor deck there to talk to Stark, and we never heard exactly what she was going to say there.
Right. Stark kind of beat her to it.
He beat her to it,
but then also, so like, it's Stark beat her to it, and so, oh hey, right, we see how they're both growing, right? Stark is a bit more, assertive, and, Fern is maybe able to compromise a bit better, right?
Yeah.
But then also, we have the, hey, be nicer to me, and she follows the letter of the law, but then also does it in such a way where I get the feeling she knew that he was going to be like, wait, what? Right? Like, all of a sudden, oh, come over here, I'll give you head pats. And he's like, somehow I doubt it, right? And then she's like, well.
Yeah. Now, I think that there is another interpretation where he's like, hey, so be nicer to me. And she goes, very well. Like, she kind of smiles a little bit. And it's more we got to establish a pattern a little bit first. And this is his way of also saying that he hasn't fully changed either, just because he's being more assertive here.
The changes
doesn't change the fact that he is a little bit of a scaredy cat still.
Right. The changes that they make will be gradual. And because this is a long-form show that is going to span a lot of time, oh, hey, we still get to see it all happen and all that goodness.
Yeah. I also just love the little gifts being something that are kind of touchstones for Fern to be like, yeah, you have acquired quite a lot on this journey already.
Yep.
Even if you had to say goodbye to some, what you've gained has been incredible here. So, shall we go? Yes, let's go again.
Right. I gotta say though, that ED with the
ED was
the colored pencils and all that stuff.
That was supernatural experience.
That was
holy shit.
I wish I knew enough about animation to know, like.
Well, this is colored pencils.
Right. No.
This is colored pencils.
Like anytime I see, like if you see something that's like stop motion or something like that, right? You're like, oh, okay. Even if it's the simplest of things, that took a long ass time to do,
So,
right?
so I would say on the simpler side of things, it's just simple animation. It's just animation. But the main thing about it is because it's colored pencils, the lines are not as defined. So what you are seeing is what would be normal, just good animation. But because the lines aren't so hard, they're less restricted in how close and similar the drawings need to be in order for our eyes to be tricked into thinking that they're moving seamlessly.
Right. Well, and the ways in which they are reusing elements of like images to keep that texture the same, and then sometimes they don't, and like
it's beautiful. I mean, the OP was wonderful too. But
OP was great.
The ED was
that was like I feel like
was
Frieren
something
EDs always hit that extra bit, like
very special.
yeah.
I
So
think my favorite thing about the opening was basically those hypercuts, those rapid hypercuts to all the little moments of their 10-year journey. And some of them are some really cool set pieces there.
oh sure,
Like the almost Dark Souls 1 style, like explosive frozen ash area. Just made me go, whoa, what happened here? And then the slag, lava-filled caverns and such. It's like, okay. So that's there. But then the actual, like, second half of the opening here, let's go to that part here. After we see them going to Enda, then it's the journey back after they've been there.
Nice.
And so there's that little look between Himmel and Frieren. And then it's all the little, like, sweet moments of them, like, drinking around a campfire.
Returning as heroes.
Yeah. Seeing the meteor shower that's every, 50 years or something. And then they're old.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
It just reminds me how much I loved those first 4 episodes and how much it ripped my heart out. So now we're going on our adventure, and we stuck together. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Season two's begun.
Yep.
Let's head into the Northern Lands and build a little bit more of this party's bonds, if you will, because I feel like that's what the promise of this episode was that hey, we need each other,
right?
And it's going to take a little bit more extra effort in order to keep those bonds strong.
And I feel like in a similar way to how Frieren didn't entirely get the significance of her 10-year journey the first time, you never know how and in what way you'll need the people around you or how you'll come to depend on them, right? Whether it's because of a magic nullifying crystal cave or because, it just wouldn't quite feel the same if you weren't in our party anymore. Yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see full-length timer version of the reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Any level support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.